It's the Ford Show. Ford Motor Company of Australia presents the Ford Show Orchestra led by Bob Gibson with Nola Lester, Darrell Stewart, Bill French and the Consoleers, while the man at the wheel is yours truly, Guy Dolman. As guests of Ford this week, we present by arrangement with J.C. Williamson's one of Australia's best-known artists, musical comedy star Alec Kellaway. Now for a start, let's strike an optimistic note and weave a rainbow around the airways with a gay little number that promises happy days ahead. All aboard with Bill French and the Consoleers, and we'll all go riding on a rainbow.
Sing, brother, and sing, sister, we're all leaving today, and we'll all go riding on a rainbow to a new land far away. Get started, be light-hearted, there's no time for delay, and we'll all go riding on a rainbow to a new land far away.
Everyone playing in the sun without a worry or care. Children dancing through fields of daisies with rosebuds in their hair.
Oh, sing, brother, and sing, sister, we're all leaving today,
and we'll all go riding on a rainbow to a new land far away. Everyone playing in the sun without a worry or care. Children dancing through fields of daisies with rosebuds in their hair.
Oh, sing, brother, and sing, sister, we're all leaving today,
and we'll all go riding on a rainbow to a new land far away.
Ford is the greatest name in motoring with over 50 years' experience in automotive engineering. Ford was first to invest heavily in Australia's future. This means that you get lots more than mere transport when you buy a Ford-built vehicle. You get the finest features first with greater dependability, greater comfort, and the world's foremost styling. There's another consideration, too. Each and every unit in the big range of Ford-built cars and trucks is right on the job and right in price. Your friendly Ford dealer is within easy reach. He's the man who can supply a Ford-built vehicle for every purpose and every pocket. He has the Ford that's right for you.
It's love that makes the world go round. The oldest theme in the world now fashioned into the newest number on the hit parade. Love is a many-splendored thing, sings Ford Show singing star Darrell Stewart.
I walked along the streets of Hong Kong town, up and down, up and down. I met a little girl in Hong Kong town, and I said, can you tell me, please, where's that love I've never found? Unravel me this riddle, what is love, what can it be? And in her eyes were butterflies as she replied to me. is nature's way of giving a reason to be living. The golden crown that makes a man a king. Once on a high and windy hill, in the morning mist, two lovers kissed and the world stood still. Then your fingers touched my silent heart and taught it how to sing. Yes, true love's a many splendored thing. The world stood still. Then your fingers touched my silent heart and taught it how to sing. Yes, true love, a many splendored thing.
What was the year? This was the year that saw Gubby Allen's English team win the first two tests, but Australia, making a magnificent comeback, won the last three and retained the Ashes. If you can't remember which year that was, perhaps we can help by telling you that Wotan won the Melbourne Cup at 100-1, and the film news of the year was San Francisco, starring Clark Gable, Spencer Tracy, and Jeanette MacDonald. In this particular year, Tin Pan Alley kept the world singing with the latest smash hit of the day, It's Still Lovely. Nola Lester recaptures the song while you try to place the year.
The night is young, the skies are clear, and if you want to go walking, dear, it's delightful, it's delicious, it's still lovely. I understand the reason why you're sentimental, 'cause so am I. It's delightful, it's delicious, it's still lovely. You can tell at a glance what a swell night this is for romance. You can hear dear Mother Nature murmuring low. Let yourself go, so please be sweet, my chickadee. And when I kiss you, just say to me, it's delightful, it's delicious, it's delectable, it's delirious, it's dilemma, it's delimit, it's deluxe, it's de-lovely. What a swell night this is for romance. You can hear dear Mother Nature murmuring low. Let yourself go, so please be sweet, my chickadee. And when I kiss you, just say to me, it's delightful, it's delicious, it's delectable, it's delirious, it's dilemma, it's delimit, it's deluxe, it's deluxe.
What was the year 1936? Tonight, we present the second song selected by our judges to compete in the second heat of the Ford Award 1955-56 series. Ford Australia established the Ford Award to encourage our own Australian composers. And in addition to competing for the big cash prizes, the winning songs will be published by Southern Music and recorded by Columbia. Every Ford Award entry must be accompanied by an entry form. Entry forms are available if you call at your nearby Ford dealer or at this station. Send in your entry as soon as possible for the new Ford Award series. The Ford Award Song of the Week, entitled Pauline, was submitted by Mr. Will Pryor of Cremorne, New South Wales, and the singer is Bill French.
You've seen Mother Nature clothe the earth and sea and sky in a gown of splendor that enraptures every eye. Yet in all things beautiful, the world has passed you by, until you've seen Pauline. You've seen graceful seabirds dance a joyous pas de deux over sparkling waters, neath a sky of brilliant blue. And if you've an eye for beauty, well, that's quite a view, until you've seen Pauline. If I could, I would describe her so that you might see all my wild exaggerations, their inactuality. You've seen life unfolding in a garden quick with spring, where a man feels humble like a slave before a king. Yet to use an old expression, you ain't seen a thing until you've seen Pauline. If I could, I would describe her so that you might see all my wild exaggerations, their inactuality. You've seen life unfolding in a garden quick with spring, where a man feels humble like a slave before a king. Yet to use an old expression, you ain't seen a thing until you see
Thank you, Mr. Will Pryor of Cremorne, New South Wales, for your Ford Award entry entitled Pauline.
What's in a name? A great deal when it comes to buying a car, truck, or tractor. And the greatest name in motoring is Ford, because Ford vehicles have served Australia well for over 50 years, and because they're built better. Whatever your need in transport, be it for business or pleasure, there's a Ford-built vehicle that's designed right, priced right, and right on the job. The wide range of Ford vehicles includes cars of 10 horsepower up to big V8s. There's a wide variety of commercials and trucks, too. And for the man on the land, Australia's most versatile tractor is Fordson Major. See your friendly Ford dealer and select the Ford that fits your future.
From the witty and elegant pen of Noel Coward comes this delightful love song, as light as gossamer and as charming as the bittersweet theme around which Coward built his famous musical. Here is Zigeuner, presented by Bob Gibson and the Ford Show Orchestra. By arrangement with J.C. Williamson, this week's guest is musical comedy star Alec Kellaway of the famous Kellaway family. You've seen Cecil Kellaway in many Hollywood movies, and you've seen Alec in such great stage shows as Annie Get Your Gun, Oklahoma, Call Me Madam, Kiss Me Kate, and Paint Your Wagon. And now to sing King for a Day with Bob Gibson and the Fortune Orchestra, here is Alec Kellaway.
Wanderers, a land full of wanderers, a handful of wanderers, that's all we are. Searching for a little land of gold. Love means more than gold. We're growing old. Life is but a dream. Make that dream supreme. You're king for a day. Don't forget the castles crumble, fortunes tumble. Love and love alone is humble. Gather flowers while you may. Be that happy one. Smile up at the sun. You're king for a day. All will change you like Mephisto. Remember this though. Love makes you a Monte Cristo. King for a day. Life is just a ringlet of smoke, a tear and a joke, and you can't hide your sins neath a velvety cloak. What are we all but the potter's clay, molded to crumble and fade away? Some of us lose and some of us win, but aren't we all equals under the skin? Years are like days, so remember one thing. The heart that is happy is greater and richer than monarch or king. The light of a candle, that's all we are. We dim and we fade like a vanishing star. When the roadway of life becomes rugged and rough, we realize then that we're only a puff. A puff. A puff. So be that happy one. Smile up at the sun. You're king, king for a day. All will change you like Mephisto. Remember this though. Love makes you a Monte Cristo. King for a day.
Well, thank you, Alec. We all know the famous Kellaways are mainly known as dramatic actors, but personally, I've never heard you sing before.
As a matter of fact, Guy, I gave it away 15 years ago. In the last 5 shows I've done with J.C. Williamson's, I've had to sing. And it might surprise you to know that I dance as well.
Do you?
Yes, but as yet I haven't had an offer from the Baravansky Ballet yet.
And tell me, Alec, what did you play in Annie Get Your Gun?
Big Chief Sitting Bull. How?
What's that?
That's that beautiful song that Evie Hayes sung. They say it's wonderful. Remember it?
Oh, yes, terrific. And what about Oklahoma, Alec?
I played the Jewish peddler in that. And in Call Me Madam, I played the senator and sang I Like Ike. And in Kiss Me Kate, well, the gangster. And sang that very funny number, Brush Up Your Shakespeare.
How does that go, Bob?
I say, Bob, you can't play that number there, or boy, it's been banned. For your permission, I'm going to sing a little number I sang on the last show entitled Wandering Star. I was born under a wandering star. The idea of the scene is my little daughter comes back from Frisco and asks after all her friends, and I do a little speech to her, which I'll do to you now to give the atmosphere of the whole thing. She asked me where all her friends are, and I say, well, dear, they're gone. They're all moving in hundreds. Oh, I didn't want you to see it. You should have stayed in school. Look, the last coach is coming through here in a couple of days. You go back. You're a lady now, Jen, just about the ladiest lady I ever seen. You don't belong in the gold country no more. Me? I'm moving too. I'll go on to another town and try again. You know, some folks ain't never meant to have a home. I guess I'm one of them. I was born under a wandering star. I was born under a wandering star. Staying put will kill you, standing still's a curse. To settle down will drive you mad, but moving on is worse. I was born under a wandering star. When I learned to talk, the word they taught me was goodbye. That and where's your hat is all you need until you die. Aching for to stop and always aching for to go. Searching but for what you never will know. I was born under a wandering star. I was born under a wandering star. When I get to heaven, tie me to a tree, or I'll begin to roam, and soon you know where I will be. I was born under a wandering star, a wandering star. Back to Georgia, back to settle down, until I try my luck again in a new bonanza town.
I was born under a wandering star.
When I learned to talk, the word they taught me was goodbye. Then where's your hat is all you need until you die. Aching for to stop and always aching for to go. Searching but for what you never will know. I was born under a wandering star. I was born under a wandering star. Drinking makes you wonder. Wandering makes you gray, so pour me out a couple of shots and I'll be on my way. I was born under a wandering star, a wandering
This week, the Ford Show featured guest star Alec Kellaway by arrangement with J.C. Williamson. Nola Lester, Darrell Stewart, Bill French, the Consoleers, the Ford Show Orchestra led by Bob Gibson, and your Master of Ceremonies, Guy Dolman. The Ford Show is produced and directed by Darcy Fitzgerald. David Lowe speaking.
A reminder, too, David, that the Ford Show will be back again at the same time next week, presented by Ford Motor Company of Australia. The Ford Show is broadcast over an Australia-wide network to our armed forces in the Far East through the British Commonwealth Forces Network and on shortwave through Radio Australia. Until the same time next week, it's good night from
F-O-R-D.
And remember, wherever you go, wherever you are, watch the Fords go by.